Warning. This video contains spoilers for DC Universe's Young Justice Outsiders. Viewer discretion is advised.
DC Universe is out and I paid for a year of it. This is DC Discussion. Readers, episodes 4, 5, and 6 of Young Justice Outside is now available for the general public. If you have DC Universe. Or go to China. And as you know from the last few episodes, and the last episode of this series, we have a ton of just brand new questions. So let's see if some of those questions are answered when we dive into episode 4, and hope that I'm not wasting my time. Let's begin. So in the first few minutes of this episode, we get a good idea where everybody is after the Macrovian mission. Halo is staying with Artemis and Will, who are clearly just roommates. Prince Brion is staying with Superboy and Miss Martian, and Dr. Jace is staying in Trump Tower. Tell me I'm wrong. However, while the first 3 episodes prove that they were getting the ball rolling regarding the meta-human/outsider arc that the entire series is going to be expounded upon, it's very clear from the get-go that this episode is filled with enough character development so that we can forgive the amount of filler in it. I say that because Dick recruits Jim, Roy, and Will Harper to try and stop a metahuman trafficking location, but in return has to work a job for Will's private security company with him. And yes, both the name of the company and its slogan is based on arrow puns. And no, I'm not going to repeat them. Because fuck you. Meanwhile, Artemis and Halo are hanging out, and we learn that after she brought herself back to life the first time, her memory regarding who she was before that was a bit blurry. She has no idea who she is outside of random flashbacks that she gets whenever she interacts with something that reminds her of them. And I say that half of this is filler and half of this is character development because while Dick and the Harper boys are fighting Brick and his thugs over the course of his presence in this episode, it's also a small moment of development for him as well. Because it's revealed that while Dick truly did seek out Will to help him find the trafficking spot, he subconsciously sought Will out in order to have some sense talked into him about this lone wolf attitude that he adopted at the end of season 2. And overall, it's done pretty nicely. Artemis and Halo, on the other hand, holy shit, it's Dr. Fate, bitch! Yes! Okay. Let me calm down. Whew. But also, just as important, we find out that Dr. Fate's current canonical host is Zatara, Zatanna's father, and that Nabu agreed for them to spend 1 hour together per year. And that Artemis was there to provide comfort once that hour was up and Dr. Fate left. This segment was actually pretty good for Halo's character development wise, because it gave her an outlet to better show us her level of empathy.
We are here for this part.
Which, considering what we find out about her powers in the next episode, will definitely play a factor in us understanding her personality a lot better. Which I'm going to start talking about now. In this one, we find out that some bullshit is happening on New Genesis. Orion is being uncharacteristically hostile to the bug people on the ground, and Bear asks members of the team for help after being told of the situation. Meanwhile, Dick and Connor stay on Earth to try and help Brion and Halo get a better understanding of their abilities. Plus, the two of them kick it off pretty nicely.
I feel the need to fix you.
Excuse me?
So Miss Martian recruits a lot of the newer members of Young Justice to go along with the mission, like Static, Kid Flash, Wonder Girl, and Blue Beetle, and meets the bug person that contacted Bear and told him about the situation, Forager. I must protect him. And it's during this conflict we find out that, of course it's not Orion, but Miss Martian's brother shapeshifted as Orion, in the possession of 2 meta-kids no less, trying to start a war between the bug people and the new gods, because of a weird mixture of incelism and Killmonger-esque extremist ideology? Meanwhile, back on Earth, we find out that Halo is pretty much a human mood ring, and that she distributes different powers according to the current color of her aura. Red throws up shields, yellow delivers blasts, orange gives flight, and violet regenerates. Only 3 more colors and she'll have full control of the emotional spectrum. Don't tell Sinestro, though. Meanwhile, Miss Martian is in a game of mental chess with her brother, and let me tell you, she clearly won that match, bitch. But because you just know that he escapes, he doesn't escape without leaving some irreversible damage. First, he kills the metahumans by saying a phrase that causes them to get suicide squatted before phasing through the whole ass planet, though? And also because the leader of the hive of bug people is just absolutely stubborn and refuses to listen to reason or explanations when they actually make logical sense. But because he brought both Bear and the team to New Genesis, he flat out banished my sweet boy just for trying to fucking help.
I'm sorry, friend Forager, but it is no longer safe for you on New Genesis.
Take him in! Take him in!
You can come with us.
Yes! So yeah, while this episode was definitely more story progression as opposed to filler, what helped fill in the gaps of the main plot of this episode was how we got a chance to get to know Halo and Brion a bit better. And while episode 4 gave us a better look at Halo's empathy, episode 6 is going to have us take a look at Brion's everything else. Mostly his rage, but everything else. So before I get into anything heavy, let's kick this recap off right. Yes, bitch! Alright, so Killing Joke clearly happened, but Dick and Barbara are definitely a couple, bitch, yes! Okay. Moving on. Getting back from New Genesis, Miss Martian introduces Dick, Connor, Brion, and Halo to my sweet precious boy Forager, and they all just immediately hit it off. However, that's also when we learned that information revealed itself showing that not only did Brion's uncle ship off his sister after she recovered her metagene, but that Ra's al Ghul could be in possession of her. Can you guess the next sequence of events? Oh, you can. Alright, next question. Do I even have to explain the bitches? No? Good! That means I can move forward. So after sneaking off on the superbike, Halo, Brion, and Forager arrive at the League of Assassins, Shadows. And, in Brion's elegance, proceeds to get their asses handed to them by Sensei.
None of that. No.
She'll be fine. Once the two are captured and wake up with those metahuman control chips on the back of their neck, Sensei throws Halo's dead body inside as a reminder of Brion's hot-headedness. See? Told you. That's when Nightwing, Tigress, Superboy, and Black Lightning arrived to free them and get rid of those control chips on the back of the neck before they had a chance to activate. And they almost get away too, until they're approached by Ra's himself, voiced by my man's Oded motherfucking Fair. That's when they get some very important information dropped on them, such as Brion's sister is owned by the League of Shadows. But Ra's is no longer the leader, nor is he a member of the Light anymore. And he lets them all leave with their lives because, if anything, Ra's is fair.
Gray, son.
Ah, your memory is finally returning.
Holy shit, is that Jason? And baby Damien, bitch! Bruh. Overall, these were a nice, solid 3 episodes of Young Justice Outsiders. I love that they found a proper mixture of story progression, filler, and character development, and succeeded to make the whole thing still feel cohesive. It was pretty nice. But I digress, readers. Your homework assignment for the day. Write in the comment section below what you thought of episodes 4, 5, and 6 of Young Justice Outsiders, if you've seen them. If you want to help financially support the channel, you can join my Patreon by clicking the card at the end of the video or in the link in the description down below, which also includes the link to my merchandise store. Or if you prefer to make a one-time donation, you can find the links to my PayPal and my Ko-fi accounts in the description box as well. Also, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications, because I post new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and every other Friday. But until then, this is Readus 101. Class dismissed. Bye.